Hi everybody, this is the Comic Book Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, welcome back to the Comic Book Hut. Hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. Last weekend, all the nerds were at New York ComicCon, getting books signed, getting some news on different movies, and seeing some trailers, some lead trailers, and they had a whole bunch of panels, and there's always a lot of stuff going on. It's a big cultural event. It goes down in New York City, the hellhole of New York and Manhattan. And there was an issue during one of the panels, which was the Amazing SpiderMan panel that Marvel put on. So here we have from Phantom Pulse. Some very disgruntled fans had an interaction with the editor, Nick Lowe. Fans reportedly revolt on Amazing SpiderMan editor Nick Lowe at New York Comic-Con panel. Amazing Spider-Man has been a disaster for years, but Marvel Comics keeps letting it go on under editor Nick Lowe at New York Comic-Con. Fans had enough. According to a report from New York Comic-Con, the reaction to upcoming Amazing Spider-Man issues is lackluster. Even among fans excited enough about Marvel Comics to attend the panel, during the Q&A session, fans reportedly turned on editor Nick Lowe, creating a more than awkward scene for the line editor. Fans have been very vocal about the disdain for the direction of Amazing Spider-Man in recent years. It's been on a downward trajectory ever since J. Michael Straczynski's infamous One More Day, where Peter Parker makes a deal with the devil, Mephisto, to snap his marriage out of existence and give his aging aunt a couple more years to live at best. It was an absurd and stupid storyline that stifled any potential growth for the Spider-Man character and sent writers and editorial in circles stagnating the Amazing Spider-Man comic for over a decade. It looked for a moment like Marvel Comics would get Spider-Man back on track during Nick Spencer's long run on the character, but unfortunately, the editorial decided not to do anything to rectify the storyline. Since then, Marvel Comics has made one mistake after another with the character, and the flagship book of their comic line, including having Mary Jane have children with a Matt Walsh appearing stand-in named Paul, which many have made comments on the spectacular Spider-Man because of Peter's seemingly contentedness at sitting and watching the relationship. I would mention, I don't know who came up with the idea of naming this other character Paul. Is this a reference to Peter, Paul, and Mary? Peter, Paul, and Mary Jane? Does anyone notice that? You know, the old 60s folk group with the two guys and the woman? I couldn't stand them. It was so like mamby-pamby, but be that as it may, that's what I think when I hear this name of this third wheel. And Peter's now the third wheel. The recent runner under Zeb Wells has made even more mistakes, trying to force Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, as an important character in Peter's life. It's nothing like a middle-aged man hanging out with a teenage Muslim. Turning Peter into a fan-fiction cringy Spider-Goblin and lackluster events like Gang War, which fell flat. Zeb Wells is announced off the book, but it seems editor Nick Lowe still has Peter Parker running around in the same circles, never developing. According to a Redditor, recent announcements were met with groans from the crowd at New York Comic-Con. People walked out of the Q&A session after the presentation as Nick Lowe refused to answer questions about the direction of Amazing Spider-Man. Most of the audience demanded why Nick Lowe refused to put Peter Parker and Mary Jane back together. But the questions were ignored in what the Redditors described as super awkward. I wonder if there's a video out there of this. Preview pages showed Peter Parker's kissing Felicia Hardy, which was also said to have been met with disdain by the Spider-Man reading audience. Finally, accusations of Nick Lowe writing his own letters to the editor flew from the crowd, where fans believed that the positive comments surrounding the Amazing Spider-Man run in the letters comment are self-generated and fake. The Q&A was cut short, and Nick Lowe was not allowed to answer this question. Regardless, fans are not happy with Amazing Spider-Man and haven't been for some time. Marvel Comics seems to relish in upsetting fans rather than producing quality content they want. One wonders how much longer they can last. for as long as they want it. Because Disney doesn't care about the comics. They really don't. That's, this doesn't mean anything. Garbage in, garbage out. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Comic Book Hut. I'll see you later.